We have an apocalyptic scenario in the Junglarium. Let me show you. I cannot believe that this happened. The drywall fall down. Oh my god. And now honestly I don't really know what to do. Let's try to figure it out, I don't know. I was aware that the hydro insulation was failing, but I didn't expect that this is this catastrophic. You see pieces of dry wall. So first I need to clean all of that and then figure out if there is any way that I can block this hole on top. Oh, come on, everything broke apart. I don't really know when this happened. Yesterday it was normal and I was here in the morning, but I didn't notice anything weird in the Junglarium, so it probably happened recently. It fell directly on this plant, but I think that it will recover. There are drywall chunks everywhere from what I can tell, and there is also a bunch of it in the water. Oh my, you see how the other side of the drywall is moldy. Man, oh man, this is terrible. This will force me to start the Junglarium 2.0 project immediately, and even though I wanted to originally finish it this year, I have a couple of things going on in the background and I thought to postpone it to next year, but now this is forcing my hand. And even then it will take more than a month for me to build a new Junglarium. Even if it started now and even if I had everything prepared, it would take me more than a month to do it. So I definitely need to fix this I don't know how, but somehow. Fixing it, of course, it won't be possible, but I need to do something with that hole, because now all the moisture goes here, you see. All of this is now water and this is not insulated. So all the moisture will now go in between drywall and my actual ceiling, traveling everywhere through the dark den, which is terrible. Terrible. So I'm thinking now what to do, and the only solution that I can think of is to cut a plywood board to the size and plug the hole, just to stop some moisture from going up and also stopping lizards and other animals to go up in between this space. Oh, I so don't need this right now, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The thing that now worries me the most is the fact that since the moisture can penetrate over here, I can probably expect rapid degradation of these boards. I'm so done. Actually, I have a different idea. At first I thought to cut a board that is the exact dimensions, but I will cut a bigger board so it overlaps all these cracks and protects the rest of the boards a bit better. Of course, not a long-lasting solution and just a temporary fix that will hopefully last a bit longer. 95 times 110. I'll go out and cut the board. And here is the temporary solution. I cut this piece of... It is not regular plywood, it is like water-resistant plywood, so it will be the best for this case, but of course nothing permanent. Now I need to mark stuff. Yeah, let's install it. First I need to try to get most of this moisture down. Of course I cannot get everything, but at least some. And then later I need to figure out how to deal with the rest that will be trapped. Let's see how this will go inside. I would kill for extra pair of hands. I really don't know how I will do this. No. Okay, one screw is inside. No. It almost fell into water. That would be a disaster. Second screw in. Let's get the third one. And hopefully I won't miss the beam. No! Scheiße! Oh, thank God! I have no idea if you could see it, because my screen was flipped on the other side and I couldn't see what you guys can see. Now last one over there. Okay, it is kind of flush. I will need to add a couple of more screws to squeeze the board a bit more up, but for now that is it. And now I need to figure out how to get the moisture out of the area above the dry wall. I will need to think about it. Actually, I need to go to climbing gym, and while I'm over there I will try to come up with the solution. And I'm fully wet, man. The humidity and the heat in Junglarium is intense. Let's do a time jump. It is a new day and I figure out how to deal with humidity above the dry wall. But also I realized that I didn't even address how are the animals in the Junglarium and if there are any casualties when that dry wall chunks fell down. But yesterday I went to feed everyone inside, and that was when I realized that the dry wall is down. But of course, first I proceeded with feeding all the frogs. I mean feeding everyone, and during that time all of the frogs came outside to eat. So I was, even before I started removing that pile of drywall over there, I already knew that everyone is alright, and I totally forgot to address it. But when I posted the story on the Instagram showing what happened, there were a lot of questions. How are the frogs, and did anyone got squished? And then I realized, oh, I forgot to address it in the video. So yeah, let's now feed them. Żabki, 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 żabki. Everyone starts gathering here. So here are 2 orange ones and 1 dendrobates, but I'm pretty sure that rest will come. And you see, geckos are already waiting. Here is one, and on the other branch there is another one. So probably the other will come. There we go. Blink. Oh, hello. Give me a nice takedown. Whoa, that was awesome. Where will you go? Blink. And behind I've spotted another green frog, but I don't know where she is now. I guess she will eventually come down. More flies. You can eat here. And also look at these. I always see them like this, carrying one another. You see over there, another pair. And another frog. Here you go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We are only missing 1 orange frog. Oh, here you are. And there you go. Here are some flies for you. I only hope that not a single gecko went up when there was a hole. But I'm pretty sure they didn't, because they are always staying in this area, because this is the spot where I feed them, and also it is warmer due to this heat spot. Tearing down Junglarium will be super interesting to see how many lizards we will be able to find. Nom, 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 nom. Are you guys down here still hungry? Oh yes, they are. Thankfully I have plenty of fruit flies for everyone. Oh, look at this. This little one is observing all the flies, but I think that he is afraid of the frog. Yeah, there are more flies over there. Great. Anyhow, let me now explain what I plan to do with the humidity. I mean, what I will do with the humidity. I will just take a scalpel and try to make a big hole right here, and hopefully that will allow for that area to be well ventilated, and all the humidity that is now trapped above will be able to dry out. And I will need to replace that drywall board anyway, so no harm done. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's do that. Let's try to cut it with a scalpel. I'm not sure if I can do it like this, but I will try. So something like... Oof. Let me take a fresh blade. Temp number 2. 5 minutes later. Oh, it is pretty tough. Yeah, just like that. Great. Now hopefully this hole will be big enough for this to ventilate. And here is the bin. Thank God it wasn't here, because then I would need to move the hole more to this side. But anyway, that is it. At least in theory, the humidity is no longer trapped above. So yeah, that should work out for now. Let's just start the preparation for Junglarium 2.0 that is in the other room. Of course, we cannot do a lot today, but we can remove all of this stuff, because this is the spot where the Junglarium will go. So I can remove all of this stuff, take exact measurements, and prepare the whole area. So yeah, let's do that. Most of this stuff is packing material and also glass for the enclosures, so all of this will go in the garage. Or garage. At this point I'm not certain what is the proper pronunciation. Look at all the available space, and also I'm dripping with sweat. It is really hot in here. So now I can take some measurements to see how big exactly this monster enclosure will be. And now there is echo. Big open spaces, love the echo. 92 centimeters. I'm gonna mark that on this side, right here, and width 317 centimeters. And where does that land here? Okay, roughly something like this. You see, just like this. So all of this will be the enclosure, everything here. Much wider, a little bit taller and a bit narrower. Yeah, and from the experience with the Junglarium, I prefer that it will be narrower, so this way from the outside I will be able to reach to the back a bit easier, and I won't have to go inside of the Junglarium in order to reach the far end. So yeah, it will be better in that way. So with Junglarium over there, I will also do a major overhaul of this room. I mean, it won't be major, but these two shelves will go here under the AC. On their spot, I will put these two, then these two can go on their spot. All of this can move a little bit on this side, and then this entire thing can go in this corner, and then in between this, so that will end somewhere here, and in between these two that will go here, I will put the table, which means that this room will now become a main studio area. This is where I will record the videos, and the room over there, this will be exclusively for the storage and for the gear. And if you're wondering, all of these enclosures will be able to fit on these shelves, because all of these enclosures are basically empty. All of these on top are empty, and these are also empty. So I can just put all of those enclosures here. I will need to rearrange the shelves and everything, but all of the Tarantulas will be on this wall. I'm looking forward to that. Same thing on these shelves, not all enclosures are full. These are empty, these are empty, these here are empty, and also two here. I already measured if all of them fit, and they fit. So yeah, that is what awaits us ahead. Next Monday's video will probably be a regular video, a regular fitting video, and then after that we are going to tackle the Junglarium 2.0, which makes me in the same time excited and a bit scared. Because I'm still not 100% certain how I will do it. I know all the changes that I want to do, but there are still some unknowns. Anyhow, until then, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel even more, there's a Patreon page and also a webshop page. I restocked the arboreal enclosures, so you can get those. They were out of stock for some time now, and also logo shirts and the rainbow and other shirts, they are both restocked. I upload on Monday and sometimes a live stream on Sunday. See you again soon. Bye!